Midnighter is one of the coolest superheroes in comics. First introduced in the Wildstorm comic Stormwatch, he was originally conceived of as a Batman allegory, a black-clad genius sadist who reveled in sadistically inventive violence. Along with his lover, the Superman allegory Apollo, Midnighter protected the Earth from harm using lethal force. Midnighter was incorporated into the main DC universe when DC merged with Wildstorm. Now coexisting in the same universe as Batman, Midnighter still stood out as a fearless, intelligent brawler worthy of respect. These are his 10 best stories, ranked. Number 10. Demon Gun. This short story by writer Steve Orlando is just 8 pages, but it somehow manages to boil Midnighter down to his purest essence. The story was originally meant to tie into Orlando's longer 2015 run of Midnighter, opened with the hero being alerted of a crime in progress. He departed from the man he had spent the night with, teleporting into Boston to fight a group of mercenaries who had stolen a mystical gun that would allow a demon to possess anyone shot with it. Midnighter tore the culprits apart. The story even ended with a dramatic twist. Originally printed in issue 2 of Convergence, Nightwing/Oracle, this story has since been reprinted in Midnighter Vol 1 out. Number 9. Grayson. The Grayson series was one of the bolder and more successful reinventions of Dick Grayson. Known to most fans as the first Robin and the longtime hero Nightwing, Dick Grayson became a spy working for the intelligence organization Spiral after he was attacked by the crime syndicate of Earth 3. Midnighter was a supporting character in the comic, flirting with Dick and beating baddies into broken screaming heaps of pulp. The two teamed up to fight with amazing precision, each one upping the other with new feats of martial arts mastery and snarky one-liners. Number 8. The Wildstorm. Wildstorm was an independent comics company that published bold original material for years. Classic series like Planetary, The Authority, Stormwatch, and Ex Machina were all Wildstorm titles, as the company gave its creators the freedom to tell stories the big two companies never would allow. Years after DC Comics bought out Wildstorm, writer Warren Ellis was given an opportunity to try to write a comic that would recreate the Wildstorm universe for the 21st century, The Wildstorm. In this reinvention of the character, Midnighter was imagined as an alien bioweapon capable of dismantling humanity, but who had chosen to do otherwise, living in secret on a farm with his lover Apollo. Number 7. Time Travel. Writer Garth Ennis began writing a Midnighter solo series in 2006. He opened by showing the hero doing what he does best, violence. He kicked an incoming explosive shell out of the air, then proceeded to kill the crew of the tank who'd shot it. However, midway through the fight, he was teleported out by an unknown figure who gave the hero a new assignment: kill Hitler. Traveling back in time to kill Hitler is a bit of a cliché these days, but this story handled it with a brilliant originality. Number 6. Jackhammering Marvel. Midnighter rose to prominence in the comic The Authority, which took the conventions of superhero comics and examined the realpolitik and geopolitical consequences of iconic storytelling tropes. It also showcased Midnighter as a sadistic maestro not to be messed with. The original creative team behind The Authority left after a 12-issue run, and writer Mark Millar picked up the title. In his first story, the team clashed with characters inspired by the Marvel heroes, who wiped the floor with The Authority and violently assaulted Midnighter's boyfriend Apollo. Midnighter's vengeance at the end of this story has become the stuff of legend as he impaled one of his enemies on a jackhammer. Number 5. Going to Hell. After completing his work on the 2015 Midnighter series, Steve Orlando wrote a follow-up book, the 2016 miniseries Midnighter and Apollo. The classic couple found happiness again after a period of separation, but just after being reunited, Apollo was dragged off to hell. Naturally, Midnighter followed. This story of fighting for love against all odds tapped into universal mythic concepts, making it truly profound. Hell's tortures did not even begin to compare to the pain that Midnighter inflicted on the devils. Number 4. Out. The first volume of Steve Orlando's run of Midnighter was collected in the trade paperback entitled Out, a direct reference to the hero being out of the closet. This comic was a masterpiece. Panels inset into fight scenes showed all the ways Midnighter shattered bones and ruptured organs in combat. When he fought someone who could kill with the spoken word, he destroyed his ability to hear, relying on his healing factor to kick in after the fight. Even his dating profile revealed great details about him, such as generally uses flexibility for justice. Looking for other uses. Number 3. Fall of the Authority. Mark Millar's work on The Authority was truly harrowing. When the world's leaders decided to take down the superhero team, each member of the team was beaten down, imprisoned, and subjected to brutally personal torture. Only Midnighter escaped. He freed his teammates, then exacted revenge on their enemies. While there were some truly evil forms of suffering inflicted on the members of the Authority, no one on the planet could surpass Midnighter when it came to creative violence. Number 2. The Authority's origin. The first story of The Authority opened with a supervillain destroying Moscow to mark the Earth with his personal corporate logo. For the first time in his life, Midnighter encountered an enemy too powerful to stop. However, he is a hero with a computer in his brain programmed just for violence. He found a way to overcome his opponent, using the force of the Earth's rotation and an interdimensional spaceship to hit the villain so hard the blow left a swathe of devastation miles across. Number 1. Killing God. Writer Warren Ellis has done some truly brilliant work in comics, but there have also been some troubling aspects of his career, some of which came to light recently. While he used comics as a platform to try and address the world's problems, he has also echoed some of the attitudes of the new atheism movement, as can be seen in his final story in The Authority, in which the characters worked to kill God.